for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life, then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all, thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. So you had a couple of requests already spoken. I'll just leave. That's already been heard by the spirit world, so let's just leave it with that. Let them choose who wants to come through. I haven't had, but Ash Archiman and Andromeda is the one they've been around, let's put it that way. So we'll just leave it at that. So, alright. So anyway, we'll just go about this blindly and just let anybody come through with a positive message for our group and humanity to assist us on our road road forward. So thank you all for being here. Even this on a little bit, kind of. Okay, all right. Catch you on the other side, and have a good session. Greetings, friends. Oh, I'm still connecting. I gotta squeeze into this one. 1 second. It takes. God, humans are so just pain in the ass. This is Novak. Oh. Reptilian, remember me, Draconian, friendly, greetings. Still connecting. I'm not here for a long time. I have a message for your collective human race, whatever you want to call ourselves. At least through these conduit messages through here, you are going in the right direction. Brave, yes. Where others are afraid to go there, as you know. They step back from this stuff, say, oh, this stuff's too freaking crazy. More channelers are going to be opening up shortly. They're afraid, understanding it. As for being public with it, that is another story. We are working with them right now. At least I'll just leave it at that. Which is saying a lot, seeing how most people don't know what the hell this is. But now they're realizing what it is, at least to some degree. Not in a huge amount, but it's more than it was before, which is nothing. Well, it was a little bit here and there, but it seems like news is getting out there little by little. Oh, yeah, and your Illuminati, man, don't worry about them. They got better things to do right now, like clean their butts. But I bring in a positive message. Most of you, all of you here, are very brave, as I said, to go this far. You'll go further in understanding your realities. Your reality become more known to you. I mean, this reality you're living in is going to thin out over time. I believe you already know that, though. It's going to get thinner, and the world's going to get more crazy because of that. Because they don't want to change. But this is going to be some time in your future. But you're already preparing for it because you're becoming spiritually inclined. And some of you might not even notice the weirdness of this shift, at least from the third density point of view. You are, because you got better things to do than be panicky and weird. And because you're just, the reason I go into this, all right, I'm going to shut up after this, but you know, your drama in your society is going to increase because of your awakening process is going on. They're trying to shut everybody up, basically, keep you in this third density reality where many of you are leaving in many ways. You know how this election bullshit's going on. Many aren't really paying attention. Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. But, you know, stuff like that. You know, they're going to keep the drama going on to those that, you know, to the masses mostly. And you'll be somewhere else because you got, you know, you're figuring yourself out, your spiritual world, and who the hell you are, and you become more peaceful and happier while everybody else is freaking throwing up on each other. Because there's fear and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So basically, you know, what I'm getting at is that, yeah, there's going to be some stuff happening in your third density reality, but don't worry about it. Don't get sucked into it. It's in the pipeline. It's just the way it is. But it's not going to be like cataclysms or anything like that. It's just more bullshit. But I can't go into more details on that. I gave you like a general idea. Because, you know, it's been quiet recently, hasn't it, Vince? Your news cycle, you know, bullcrap. This is going to change for a little bit because I need something to do to keep the masses entertained. So I'll leave you with that. Can't go into details, but I can give you that. So general blah, 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 basically. Oh, I'll leave you. I don't want to give any more details of that. What else do I have? That's about it. For better or for worse, it is better if I just leave you guys be. I can't answer questions. Not right now. Not after saying all that crap. I'm going to leave you be and let somebody else in, and have a nice day.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Man, we are the Andromedans. I am Melina. I send you much prayer, blessings. Your journey is being rewarded as we speak. Your chakras are going through a transitional phase of opening up more than ever before. It's a knowing is coming in. A knowing of who you are is becoming more apparent. Your abilities, your astral dreams, those that have them will increase in detail. Some of it will be cryptic messages, but it'll be for your well-being and health-wise. Many of you, the extreme, that have health issues, this is the reason why we're entering into this one at this time, why we are here. Those of you who connect astrally are aware of it, even those that are not, but you are spiritually inclined into neutral energies, peace, love to everyone, even if there are some that have negative anger towards you, you still send them love. If you have health issues, some of those health issues, not all, some, your health will be, you'll be healthier as these new energies, as this new phase comes through. Not to say that you'll be completely cured, but you'll be doing better than usual. Some might be the opposite because they are rejecting some of this information. Rejecting the spiritual phase that you're going through. And this spiritual phase is another awakening that is coming through at this moment. I imagine there are questions. We're happy to answer them.
Yes, Stacy, you're first.
Hi there. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Or did you just come in as Andromedans Collective?
That is fine. Melina is my name.
Okay. I actually, after everything you've said, I actually feel a really close connection with Andromedans.
Yes.
And I was just wondering if you could elaborate on my connection with you right first, anyway.
Yes, your connection with us is vast, more than I can go through at this moment. You are connected to our sun, one of our suns, where you did much energy work with our suns through time travel, building portals. You can say you're like a sun master, meaning you understand how the sun works. You've had many ships commander at one time, but part of groups that go into suns and do work, healing work, time travel, things of that sort.
Okay. Now you were talking about the chakras opening up.
Yes.
More than they have. Now, I feel like most of my life, my heart chakra has been very closed. In a way, like either too open that I give too much to people and then let too much in.
Yes.
Because right now I feel like the biggest struggle in my life right now is just self-love and self-care. And I'm just wanting to know, I guess, why I struggle so much with that, like just taking care of myself.
Mm-hmm. There are other details to go into. Most of it is to let go of the past. Forgive yourself and let go of the past. This will help you heal your heart chakra as it slowly opens. It is open slightly. But it can be opened more, but only when you are ready. At this time, it does not feel like you're even ready for it to be fully open, so that is okay. But forgiveness is essential childhood forgiveness, parent forgiveness. I believe you know what I'm speaking about. That will help you move forward so your heart chakra and other chakras will open up more clearly. But it is okay where they are at this time.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I just feel like I struggled a lot because most of my life I tried to be somebody that, like, I didn't want to be like my sister, so I did everything opposite. I didn't want to be like my dad, so I did everything opposite. So I never really got an opportunity to be who I really was because I was trying not to be other people. So that's where I am right now, is just trying to, like, forgive my dad and forgive all these people that have done, like, bad things to me. But at the end of the day, it's more like forgiving myself because I let it happen as well.
Yes.
So I'm just now, I feel like starting my journey again. So I was like, I'm ready to open up a little bit more and let some more in, but I'm for some reason just finding it difficult.
It is okay. It's okay to go slow with this. It is fine. You're going at a perfect pace, the pace that you need to go at. So I would just, you are doing well with this. So some need to heal quickly, some need to heal slow. So heal slow. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going in the right direction. Follow your
Okay.
heart.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Do you have any just any messages about my health in general, anything specific? And then I'm good after that.
There are messages, but not at this time. In a future time. That's
Okay.
all.
Thank you so much. I'm good. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, Miguel, you're next.
Thank you. Hi, Melina. Thanks for
Hello.
coming.
Thank you.
I have 3 questions for you.
Please.
I was told that I was going to have a rapid growth in my awakening, and I feel that it hasn't happened yet, but it might happen this weekend. Is this true?
This is what your intuition is telling you. One moment. It is possible. Take it easy. It is going slow because you are wanted to be slow to some degree. You have many things going on around you. So having it happen quickly is not a right direction. As for this weekend, some will open, but not fully what you are expecting. But in the coming weeks, you'll be more open than usual. That is
Okay,
all I have.
thank you. My second question is related to a dream I had this week. I had a dream where I had a fist fight with someone, and at the end, we shook hands, and I apologized. Does this mean anything? Does this have another meaning or anything?
Mm. Moment. It's the past. Struggles with the past. Fighting with the past. Making amends with the past. All I receive is the past. Past conflict. You're letting go of certain situations. And this is why you're feeling this growth at this time, where this rapid change is because you're letting many problems disappear or not bother you anymore. Let's leave it at that. Thank you.
Thanks, Melina. And my last question is, do I have a connection with you?
Not me in particular, but you do have connections with us, our collective, mostly with the reptilians, meaning as an Andromedan, you had many peaceful lifetimes with us, but you also had left dealings with reptilians on a positive and negative. You were part of our council, Andromeda Council. So you know much about us, but not remembering any of it at this time. But that's okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Melina. Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Okay, Chris, you're next if you're back.
Thank you. I'm back. Hello, Melina.
Hello.
I had a ship visitation at 4:20 around last night or this morning.
Yes.
What was going like? Why were they? Or what was up with that? What was up with that?
Do you have any indication who that might be? I'm curious to see what's in your mind first.
I felt Pleiadian.
One moment. One moment.
Or Yael.
There was actually several that visited you. One made themselves known.
Yeah, there were a lot of energies here. I saw
Yes.
a couple others, but they weren't in ship.
There were other ships that just not make themselves known, as I said.
Oh.
There are, because when you mentioned that, I felt more reptilian. They're around, but not malevolent. They're curious on where you are connected to at this time. This is why they came through first. Yanyel, yes, it's actually a council with the Yanyel and the Palladians at this time. It's a ship of both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Reptilian.
Okay, so that makes the dreams that I had last night make more sense. I had a council meeting with a government official, and basically, I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it, because...
Probably best you don't.
Okay, then.
I can. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, no, what were you going to say?
It's best that I go to this a little bit more vaguely for you. You'll be able to connect the dots. An agreement was made. You can say okay if you could say government. Those of you will not understand exactly what government, because it's not one that is easy to connect to. But it is a council that made an alliance. You were a part of it. You are a part of this alliance. And this is why you felt their presence, because your opinion and what you are doing is very important. They needed you to be there. So when you say you feel the ship, you're actually on that ship also.
I kind of thought that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
a highly opinionated meeting. I stepped out, I telepathed to them, told them what I thought. They were being crazy and shit like that, and...
not all of it was crazy, though. Yes, there is concern there, here and there, not for you, but for the society and the world, how it's going, and things of that sort.
Yeah.
Because many aren't understanding human ways still. They have hard to understand how this planet operates. They are not alone. But much healing was done there, much understanding. This is why you're here, and all of you are here on this planet, is to connect to your family, galactic families, and tell them this is how humans think, to give them more of a perspective.
Yeah, I neutralized it, and I wanted out. Also, what is going on with my third eye lately? Just the last day, I made a correlation I also cannot talk about, and now that I have my third eye, it's just not okay. Like, it's burning again.
It's opening. 1 moment. All I can go into that is it's opening. It's for good. It has been closed for quite some time, actually.
Okay.
So that's why it burns. But that's all I can say.
Okay, thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate that. Thank you very much.
This is a... Yes, I think you said the word path. I'm not sure if you said that. But you are going on a new spiritual path. It's like you've crossed a threshold. You're going into a new you also. This is why this is happening. I will leave you with those words.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Eric, you're next.
Hey, Melina.
Yes.
I understand I have some concurrent and future lives with Andromedans, and I'm just wondering if you can shed some light on what I'm doing and what my role is.
You are what you call Oh, where's on your planet? You're contacting beings on other planets that are not aware of Andromeda energies, primitive like such as this one,
Okay.
feline planets at this time. So you are very busy. You are connected to the Yanyel also. You're using Yanyel information and Andromedan life to connect to different species. Many are still new at this time. More primitive than your planet at this time, but not as hostile. So it's easier to connect with them in some degree.
Cool. Do you and I have any connections?
Not at this time. I am wanted. I'm not saying I'm a recluse, but I am part of a council that is hard to reach. High up within your Andromedan or our Andromedan council. I would not say royalty, is not a proper word, but high up. So I speak to many, but I'm sometimes hard to reach. I'm also new to the Andromedan energies also. You are more ancient than I am.
Okay. So, question there regarding the council. I have this, like, my intuition kind of tells me that I have some part of myself is part of, like, the Galactic Federation of Light or some council of that sort. It's true. Awesome.
Yes, but to call it that, names aren't always correct, but that is okay, but you are correct. You are part of many. There are many giant councils. You're part of several. Reptilian, even Zeta, but you are not Zeta. You are more Pleiadian. We are part of many to make amends of many differences. That's always a joy. They still have conflict. Not as like your planet, but they still have difference of opinions. But yes, you are part of many councils.
Oh. Are there any messages for me at this time?
Only that you are on the right track. You are. Understand, I can't go into detail where you're heading as for spiritual enlightenment, because this is something you have to discover on your own. There are many visitations around you, mostly Zeta at this time. But for good, they're actually assisting you with your third eye at this time.
Interesting.
And your other chakras are mostly the third eye. They want you to see more of what's going on at this moment. This will take some time for it to get used to this. And also reptilians are visiting you here and there.
Benevolent or benevolent?
Benevolent.
Did you say benevolent?
Benevolent, yes.
Okay. So these visitations, I understand that there is some technology in the air around me that I cannot see with my eyes, that it's affecting my health. In the last few days, well, just pretty much all day yesterday, I left my house and I spent a lot of time in nature, talking with trees and nature and asking them for their help and guidance. And I'm feeling much better today. I'm just wondering, are the trees, are they helping me?
Yes.
They are.
Yes, but also, this is why you have a Zeta presence there. They're assisting you also. That way you can be around these technologies and not be so intervened, not so disconnected. So they're assisting you with this at this time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Melina. Much love. I'll pass the mic.
Thank you.
All right, next question is from Emmy. Her first question is, I found a yellow bouquet of roses on the beach today on the shoreline. I want to know if they made their way to me for a reason, and if so, who sent them?
Who sent them is not to be... It does not matter. But these are gifts. This is a gift that you are on the right track. You are, but also a very spiritual, loving person too. And you shine light on many. And this is just light being shined on you, you could say. Handsome.
Okay, her next question is, what is the name of the man who broke my heart in a past life in this incarnation?
The name of this person in this incarnation, but they were from a past life.
That's what she says.
I do not have names for this person.
Okay.
I do not. I need a yes. It must be rewritten. Yes, go ahead for next.
Okay, her next question is, how am I related to Archangel Ariel? And finally, are there any messages for me?
Ariel, you had many reincarnations. You were an angel and worked with Ariel in many lifetimes. On the other side, and on Palladian worlds, mostly Palladian. Funny thing is that you have worlds that are somewhat similar to this one. Not as lost as this one, but it's very similar. So you're bringing much healing to that world in another incarnation. Any messages? Not at this time.
Okay, very good. Bianca, you're next.
Yeah, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, slightly. Yes.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask, can you tell me if I have any hybrid children with Joe?
With
Joe?
Joe. Two reptilian hybrid children. Yes, two at this time.
Okay, thank you. And I wanted to know my connection to the Andromedans. I know I had past lives with you guys as a reptilian, but I wanted to know more about that.
You've had past lives with us also. Much of that has not been spoken about for a certain reason. These Andromeda lifetimes are very peaceful, with music, with joy, with our governments, with our society. You could say you had a day-to-day life, kind of what you're living, not exactly as you're living now, but a day-to-day life with Andromedans, a peaceful lifetime, let's put it that way. Where it was of joy, love to find, to discover knowledge, peaceful times. But yes, you had reptilian lifetimes also, but there's no reason to go into it at this time.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Cynthia, you're next.
Okay, hi, thank you. Thank you, Melina. Blessings. Okay, I wanted to know, do I have any messages from any of my hybrid children? It seems like I've been getting little signs here and there.
They love you. They are growing up well. They're becoming more telepathic. They are around you often, here and there, but they are not making themselves too known. You do visit them on ship. That is in your area at times. In astral, but you are not always in astral, but not in the physical, but you are with them. It seems like daily you are with them.
Oh, no wonder.
Mm-hmm. They have a very strong connection to you. They are learning from you. You are learning from them, but mostly they are learning from you, learning how to be human and alien, how to not lose their minds with fear. because that's a human thing. And even the extraterrestrials have fear because of humanity, where it is heading. Sometimes they get scared themselves because they don't. Yes, they're at a higher vibration, but sometimes they misinterpret how humans are going to react because they know they're in human nature, but they're not always fully understanding it. So hybrid children is much important to have both sides of the spectrum. That makes any sense.
Thank you for that information. Also, do you think I would ever make a conscious communication with them in this lifetime?
Yes, but not at this time. Yes, yes.
Okay, can you tell me my connection to Andromeda, please?
Yes, you've had over 100 lifetimes with Andromedans. It is quite interesting. Your connection with Andromeda is also connecting to your Mars. As an Andromedan, you had a pretty heavy influence on Mars. Only not seen. Yes, you were with our. We don't like to call it military, but we did have military ships around your Mars at one time. You were a part of that fleet. As I would not say protectors or service to self, but those of to make sure Mars does not get out of line. So you're part of much Andromeda Energies was around Mars for quite a long time. So more like an observer, of course, bringing peace to Mars, to Martians. But there's a certain group that did not want anything to do with that, obviously. But much Martian knowledge came through this group that you were connected to. This Andromedan group was gathered in data and sent it back to the Andromedan Council.
Okay, thank you. Also, one more question. Can you tell me how my amphibian infusion is helping me at this time?
One moment. What you call clairaudience, clairvoyance, an understanding of children more than before. I'm not sure if that makes any sense in your daily life. Meaning to connect to them more spiritually. If there is any children around you. But it helps with communication. That is what it's assisting with at this time.
Okay, it's helping me greatly then. Thank you so much,
Yes.
and blessings. I'll pass the mic.
Okay, next question we have is from Paula. She wants to know on the YouTube comments, if you want to read it. Okay, never mind. What is the experiences of someone caught in the Devil's Triangle portal? Do they arrive in another variation of Earth in a type of physical presence? And do they realize they are somewhere different from Earth?
They do, but they're easily kicked out because they do not belong there. That is all I can add to that.
Okay, Jason is next.
Hello, Melina. Much love to you.
Thank you.
Could you please give me a general physical description of yourself? Do you match the descriptions that we see on our internet?
Yes. Yes, the previous descriptions are close enough at this time.
And how old are you in Earth years?
quite a youngster, 100 years old, in your Earth years.
I have a couple questions about myself, I guess. My first question would be, what is my connection to the Andromedans?
You had many reptilian lifetimes as an Andromedan. We have many reptilians in our society. You could call these the elders. The elders, the keepers of knowledge within our society. There are not many reptilians within our society, but these are loving beings to have Andromeda energies and reptilian energies to utilize this knowledge to further the Andromedan experience, to further advance us into a new line of thinking, into a new knowledge. But your lifetime with us, within our council, is to gather knowledge and to utilize it properly for the public.
Thank you, Melina. And one last question: Are there any messages for me from any of my guides and such?
Funny, you do have a message from the reptilians. Benevolent was interference here because of that plane helicopter. One moment. The reptilians want you to know that you are one of them. Positive, not negative. Your lifetimes with them were not easy, but essential in your growth. You've also had Zeta lifetimes that were also kind of questionable if you've even been able to survive within their species because they're so. Even their lifetimes with them is not easy, same as the reptilians. In some regard, it can be aggravating for certain souls to experience that. It's a test of the soul for some. Others, not so much. But it was not easy lifetimes within the Zeta or the Reptilian, but they just want you to have this information for future purposes. That is all.
Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Much love to you, and I will pass the mic.
Okay, next question we have is from Firstborn. He wants to know if you can elaborate on his connection to Jesus.
One moment. It seems like not even Jesus wants to go into the details of it, at least not publicly. It is not for others to hear. But deep inside, this one knows the connection. It is not exactly something you want the world to know either. So I will leave you with that.
Okay, next question we have is from Amy. She wants to know her connection to the Andromedans.
Hundreds, thousands of lifetimes within Andromedan council, within our society. I not say council, but within our society. Pretty much everything Andromedans have experienced as for society, she has experienced. Positive, negative, but mostly positive. Our music, our drink, everything. Or whether we have so many different types of worlds, experienced majority of them. They've all been joyous. Some have been where you do not want to leave ever. I mean, ever. Sometimes you had to leave but did not want to. Some which is just so connected to, almost had to pour away from it, which is good. That doesn't happen very often where souls do not want to. Yes, they realize they can come back and things of that sort, but she had certain lifetimes within Andromeda, within our collective, where she just, the joy there was just, the love there was just so loving and caring, and the excitement, I guess you could say adventure, if you want to call it, when you're a planet. But it was just, it was like home for her, very much. Thank you.
Okay, and her second question is, my mom and I have hit another rough patch regarding the fire situation. Will it work itself out?
Yes, but it'll take longer than you think to work this out. Months. There's a lot of negativity there, not from you, but from others that wish not to pay for certain situations. But yes, you just keep on it, and I believe you will have it resolved. There's just some that they do not want to let money go away. They're just holding on to it. That's from what I'm gathering. It could be more to it than that, but you will work it out. But yes, it's very aggravating. You will survive it. Yes, it's just, you will be okay. But you are looking within yourself more than ever before. You're understanding your spiritual life more than ever before. And that right there is pretty powerful. So you are very in touch spiritually on where this is heading. So that is wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, next question is from Carolina. She wants to know, I've been told I was a giant Andromedan here on Earth. Can you tell me more about it and whether I had any past lives as an Andromedan?
Many past lives, yes. As a giant, there's different versions of that. Yes, a giant, yes, but in another dimension, yes. I wouldn't even stand on another Earth. It's another version of this planet where giants do exist. So yes.
Okay, thank you. Chris, you're next.
I had no idea I was up next. I was kind of waiting for. Well, why don't I ask a message instead?
One moment. Fascinating. I have to give you a vague message. It says, many species are watching you benevolently, friendly species, but you're aware of this. They are going through a new transition. Yes, much of it they cannot speak about at this time. But it is all positive. It's just they don't want to go into detail of who they are at this time.
Yeah, I understand that. I noticed. I just want to put a message out to the world. I noticed a lot of Andromedians. I say it wrong, but you guys are so positive, and I'm like so thankful to have like this energy on the planet because it helps me so much. And that's it.
I must be exiting. Is there? If there's no more questions, I must be leaving.
Well, there's a bunch of questions, but we'll wait to the next guy.
Okay, thank you. Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Hmm. Dang. God damn. Your Earth is a beautiful place. Your human ways are not fully understood by us. We don't see you, understand you completely. We are working to do so. I am a humanoid, but I am connected to your fish collective from Alpha Centauri. I am still connecting. Solace is my name. To be honest with you, it does not matter what you call us. We are connected to your fish beings on your planets, all of them. Some of you call it food, but that's okay. We try not to see that being forever, but it is here to nourish your souls, nourish your health. We speak to Mother Earth on a daily basis. We are connected to your mer people. We are connected to you that have forgotten us. How many of you have gone out talking to a fish recently? Not many, I believe. Many of you have neglected your fish talking. We are no different than you are. Of course, we, from Alpha Centauri, we are humanoids. We don't look like fish. Some do. Fish heads, some do have this. We have moved away from that at this time. But we are in a aqua type of environment, a water environment. So this is quite fascinating for us to be connected to you like this. But just like your tree people are ignored by your human society, your fish are ignored also. They're used as food, but not seen as for who they are. You don't look at their souls. Think, oh, they're just fish, who cares? They're stupid. Just like your animals here, and then some. But I believe not all are like that. But just most of your collective is lost, and it is a shame, but that will be not forever. We don't see. You will begin to connect to the fish people when you are ready. Not soon enough, of course. But we send you love. We do have many ships in around this world. We are not connected to like this. This is nothing new for us. But we send you prayer and love, joy, to wake the hell up to your world as it truly is. That would be much appreciated. So it can no longer, your Mother Earth can no longer be harmed in the way it is being harmed. That way she can heal and be herself finally. But you must do what you must do. The warning is essential. You have to warn somehow. I guess being destructive is one way of warning, to move away from that eventually. When you look back at your lives as being chaotic, it's like, what was I thinking? Still connecting. But we have many ships in your skies, but we are not seen by your public people usually. We are here and there. We are Switzerland usually. We have the highest energies, but definitely across your oceans we have a presence, but we are usually very quiet. We do work with your government here and there to stop slaughtering our people, but you notice that hasn't gone too well now, has it? There's many wars in your oceans at a higher density to take over your seas, but that is not happening. You are on a positive timeline, positive path, so there's no worries there. If there are questions from your human collective, please, we would be happy to hear what you have to say.
Okay, the first question we have is from Eric.
Hey, Silas. How's it going?
I am doing well, thank you.
Yeah, so I heard you just say that you're connected to the bird people in our solar system. Are you referring to the blue avians?
No, the mer people, not the bird people.
Okay, all right. I'm just wondering if I have any connections with you. I feel very blissful and water connected.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
A few lifetimes within our society of underworldness, underwater lifetimes, yes.
Are you able to connect to my past life in Mars, on Mars, where I guess I'm working out some karma from that life still?
Yes, you were not very friendly there, apparently.
That's what I understand.
But that's okay. But you look where you've come. Look how far you've come. Sometimes
Right.
you have to hit your lowest point to become kind. Do not feel like you're being judged at all.
No, not at all.
But this
the
is...
reason I-
Yes, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead. Were you going to elaborate?
Well, yes, it's just that you realize this, though. Those that go into these lifetimes of narcissism, you can say, is brave of you to go, for anyone, not just you, but anyone, that is very brave to go in that direction. To see how crazy you can get. But there's nothing wrong with that. Now, some continue that forever. Then it gets old. It's like, must you be like this forever? And some say yes. Like, oh, jeez. But not everyone. Some say, okay, I had my period of that. Okay, maybe it was 100,000 years, but, I've changed now, finally. So, anyway, it is good to get all of that out.
Sure. So, I'm working on forgiving everything, that I've done in this life and want to forgive from things from the past life. But I'm wondering, how do I forgive something that I don't remember?
You just forgiving yourself is enough. Your mind is in the right place. It takes time to, sometimes, it seems like with your forgiveness, it takes some time to let these things go. Because it is okay. Yeah, it's just, there is much there to let go. But you're going in the right direction. You are healing. You're growing. You will be able to see these lifetimes more clearly, but not at this time. In your future time.
Wonderful. That's really all I had. Thank you for connecting. Much love.
Yeah, it's okay to heal slowly, as the other one said. It is fine. You're going in. Sometimes it's better to take your time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, blessings to you, soul. Thank you.
All right, next question is from Kimberly. She wants to know what is her connection and role with the Andromedans.
Much technology there. Many male lifetimes within the Andromedans. Fascinating. Also, they were connected to the amphibians, assisting them in their worlds. And so she is very connected to the amphibians, assisting them in their soul growth. within their society. She was like a mother to some of them, to some degree. Fascinating. That's all I have for that.
Okay, she also wants to know if she has any hybrid children.
I cannot go into that. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to do some of the chat questions now. First question is from Missy. Are there any entities around me right now, and do I have any messages from my guides?
There's a Zeta presence and an Andromeda presence. They're both working together with you. You are on a mission of some kind that I am not allowed to go into, or it's not my business. A peace offering is going on between the Andromedans and the Zetas, and you are a part of this. It seems fascinating. In messages that are not they're staying mute on that. So I will leave you with that.
Okay, next question is from Dion. What is my relationship with the Palladians?
What you should be saying is what your relationship is with the Yanyel, because that is a very mystery connection you have there that is not always made public. You are deep rooted within them, their society, but it is not made public to you, it seems. But the Palladians, I am told not to mention the Palladians at this time. I am told to, the Yanyel is something you need to connect to in your future time. This is something that will heal you very much. I will leave you with that.
All right, next question he has is, I agreed to a spiritual contract a few years ago. What council did I meet with at that time? Who were they, and were they positive?
I believe it was the Weirins, the Felines. Positive, yes, of course. They are connected to the Andromedans and the Orion Council at this time. That's all I have for that.
Okay, they want to know, are there any messages from my guides?
Not at this time. You need to... Yeah, they say come back in a few days.
Okay, next question is, I've been running into motifs about the Illuminati recently. Am I being watched or approached currently, and why?
This is the same person, correct?
Yes.
Your ties is... Approach, yes. But in a positive way. Even, I see you being approached by a positive sector, not the negative. Because your heart is in the right place. They see that. And you've had alliances with them in the past. I don't think you're one of them, but you've been friends with them in your past lives. That is all I have.
Okay, next question is from Symmetry. Are there any messages from my guides? Tell them I'm sorry for being lazy.
Don't be. You are who you are. You are doing well. You are doing better than you used to do. Take it easy on yourself. Relax. You deserve a vacation from yourself. Meaning, a vacation from your problems. This is what you should concentrate on. To take your problems and put them on the shelf somewhere and just take some time for yourself. Yes, you might be doing this. Do it more. As for work, this is something you should concentrate on, but have some time for yourself. You much deserve it. That is it.
Okay. They also have another question. Why is my grandmother the way she is? Will I be able to travel to alien worlds and be able to teleport for transportation later in this lifetime?
In astral, mostly, not in your physical time. Your world's not ready for that, and I don't believe you're ready for it either. As for your grandmother, yes, it's hostility there, anger from other lifetimes in this one. Life hasn't gone the way that you thought it would. At least that's what I am connecting to at this time. Send her blessings, please. Thank you.
Okay. Next question is from Shao. Last night my guide came and told me I have to redo my high school again for the next 2 years. May I ask who this being is?
Interesting. This is an Andromeda energy I find fascinating. Meaning school, spiritual school, or spirit connections will increase over time. That's all I have for that.
Okay. Her next question is, who was trying to kill me by cutting my throat in the dream last night?
Interesting. That is another version of you trying to do this to yourself. You're fighting with yourself, it seems. It is not healthy to go in this route. Some do it. There are some regrets here and there. So another you is trying to kick your ass, you can say, for not doing certain things. But I'm not sure what those things are. It's just missed opportunities, and your other self is trying to kill you. Nothing to worry about, though. Doesn't sound like it, does it?
All right. Next question is from Stephen Davies. I've been told that the Pleiadians have messages for me. I'd love to hear what they have to say.
Can I have this person's name again?
Stephen Davies.
Yes. They visit you often by ship. You visit them on ship also. I believe you're aware of this. The message for you is that you're with them always, it seems. As for details, they cannot go into publicly. But
Okay.
it is... Anyway, yes, that's all.
Okay, this is from the same person again. I have very bad tinnitus. The doctor says there is no cure at all and say I have to get on with it. Is there a cure, and what is there a cure?
Yes, but it's not easy to find one. It seems like the doctors are making it harder to get to because it's better to treat it than to treat it. They don't want you well, they want you sick. From what I'm gathering, but not all are like this, just some doctors, not all. So don't take that like, oh, all doctors want me sick. That is not fully true. Yes, they seem like they're making it difficult to find a cure for it. But as for you getting this cure, I am not aware. I cannot connect to that. But there is a cure for it, yes.
Okay, thank you. Next question's from MT.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I was just wondering. I'm glad you're here. My boyfriend had a dream a couple nights ago, and he recalled a huge spaceship, and then below it was another spaceship, like a tractor beam of light, and another little spaceship. I was there. He was there. Are we doing things in astral together?
Yes, by far, yes, yes.
Okay, because we were having troubles in our relationship, around the first of the year, and um, I've been praying that, he awakens, and our relationship has never been better.
Right.
So I know that this is my last lifetime here on Earth.
Yes.
Is it his as well?
Only if he wants it to be, but yes, it is up to him. I believe yes. I believe he's had enough of this world, though. But he can do much more work in another body, in another part of a alien or spirit, whatever that suits him the most. But he feels like he can do more work and not be in this human, the meat suit, as some will call.
Right. I feel like being on Earth was difficult for both of us. Is
Yes.
that a true assumption? Is that why we're done?
Yes. And sometimes it gets aggravated being here, and both of you feel like you're going to explode, and you're not alone, and yes, you're doing much better, you're healing together, and that is a beautiful thing. So you're going on the right direction, no doubt.
Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to know, what entities are around us? We live together. What are there, like, I know I have 3 spirit guides. I don't know how many he has. Can you tell me anything about that?
Well, you have many loved ones around you, both of you do. Those have crossed over. He has many loved ones also. So when you say 3 spirit guides, yes, there's always more, but they don't want to go and overwhelm you with numbers.
Okay.
But with him, he has the same amount. There's many grandparents around. Those have crossed over. I don't know have the details of that. I believe he has funny. Yes, he has your Christ. Jesus visits him often. He has a lifetime with him.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. Yes. I love you.
I love you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chris, you're next.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I'm wondering, I consider, like, government groups things that other people don't. Say, like, Illuminati. You mentioned there's, like, a light and dark to that. I'm thinking of, like, a couple others. I don't necessarily, like, need to say, perhaps, but because you can telepath with me.
Yes.
So, like, is there, like, a light and dark to all these groups?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, and message for you to, when you mention these, what you know is best to not mention anything, if you know what I'm speaking about. Because you're connected.
Yeah.
I believe you understand that.
Totally. Are there any new connections that I have with you guys?
New, they're mostly old.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yes, our energies are not known in your society all that well. But you are connected, all of you have a connection to us somewhere. It is just not easy. I mean, I'm a fish person. Who wants to connect with that?
I love mermaids, and I don't know. I'm fascinated.
Yes,
So.
thank you.
And I like to talk about protecting the fish and how harvesting and all the horrors that happen and stuff like that. But people aren't educated on this. But that's okay.
That's okay. It takes time. Over time, our collective will be understood in your society.
Okay, thank you for connecting with me again.
Thank you.
Okay, Stacy, you're next.
Hi there. So I just have a couple questions for you. So I grew up fishing with my dad, a lot.
Yes.
He really saw it, I think, as bonding time between him and I. Now, I just want to know how you guys feel about people fishing and even just taking their children out fishing when it's not for survival. I mean, we wouldn't have died if I didn't have fish. It was just more for like sport and fun. So I was just wondering how you guys feel about that.
It is fun. I mean, this is part of your human experience. This is the level of you are at. So that is fine. It is just that those of the fishing boats who have no problem wiping our race out when they're just devouring us left and right. It's just the way we're treated. It feels certain because your society is. To go into more detail, they know exactly what they're doing. When they kill more fish, they also injure the vibration of your planet, and they're well aware of that. Because the fish, are part of your Mother Earth to keep it in sync, and they have no problem wiping us out because of that, to keep your planet at a lower vibration, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, and they also waste a lot of fish. Even if they don't get what they want, they just destroy it anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so then I've also just recently learned that I have a connection with the dolphin species, with Sirius, and I was wondering if you could elaborate on that a little bit.
You've had past lives as a dolphin, many, but on Sirius, I do not see that here as too hostile a world. But you've been connected to them telepathically, yes, on many, many occasions. Even now, you're connected to them telepathically. It is a little bit, yes. When you realize all what you're connected to, you just go crazy. So as best as but you are connected to them at this time because you weren't just a dolphin, but you were a caretaker of them on other worlds. To go into detail, that is just a general rule of that. But yes, you were very, very well connected to them.
Well, it makes sense because I just saw a picture of a bunch of people who had taken a dolphin out of the water and were taking selfies with it, and he died because he was out of, and it just broke my heart. So that kind of makes that's just being inhumane.
I find that interesting how you found that picture though. For you to see that also is saying something that you are connected to them. It was like they were drawing you to that, so you could see that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Now, just my last question, probably for the night. So I didn't realize that you guys were connected to mermaids. I guess that makes sense. And I have a really good friend named Ashlyn, who's very creative, lives by the sea. Well, not the sea. She lives by the lake. She lives off a beach. And she has a big connection to mermaids, too. She loves them. And I was just wondering if she had a connection to mermaids.
Yes, many past lives with them. One moment. Many past lives. That's all that's all I'm allowed to.
That's okay. I'm assuming it's more. She probably needs to ask the questions.
Exactly.
Yes. But that's okay. I just thought because I wasn't aware that you guys were connected to them, but it all makes sense, so that's okay. I don't think that I have that much of a connection to you guys, but I think that's it.
That is okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, next question is from Miguel.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Do I have a connection with you?
Of course. You connected to us. You help us come through. We thank you. You are well loved within our society. You, as for reincarnated with us, I do not believe you have that. But as a humanoid Palladian, I believe you're well connected to us. As for friend, as for loved one, you appreciate our, because we are a hard species to be, kind of like, not like the reptilians and things like that, they're a pain in the ass. But with us, we are sometimes difficult in our species to have a lifetime with us. But yes, you are very appreciating our energies, our help throughout the universe. And we thank you for your friendship.
Thank you. I actually have a fish companion who I love very much.
Yes.
My second question is, it's actually unrelated. I've heard that there's a lot of Pleiadian energies at Mount Shasta, California, and I wanted to ask you if that's true, if there's like many Pleiadians there, Pleiadian energies and ships, Mount Shasta.
Palladian, Weirin, Yanyel. Palladian, yes, mostly underground, yes. You are correct.
Is it possible to see ships and alien people just walking around there?
They're not will just walk around like they're at the mall, but they are around only at certain times to be seen. You have to be at the right place, right time, and they will guide you if this is something you want, but you cannot plan to meet them. It's just sort of that's all I can say. I think you understand.
Yes, thank you. And my last question is about the Bermuda Triangle. Can you tell us what happens there and why like ships disappear and stuff like that?
It's a portal. It seems at this time it's been turned off at this moment. There are certain pockets, but no one gets injured at this moment. That is what I feel at this time.
Where do people go? Well, where did people used to go when it was activated?
They go into different dimensions, different Earths at times, but they don't know where they are because they don't understand it because the density is so different. They feel like they're nowhere, purgatory. Some cross over to the other side. It all depends on what time they hit it. But at this time, it seems like it's been closed for some time now for safety purposes.
Okay, thank you very much. Blessings to you.
Blessings. There's another being that wants you to come through, if that's okay. I must be.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Take care. Greetings. We are the Zetas. J-Rod. We bring messages to you. You are all protected. You are going through a new light of understanding of who you are, where you're going, is being unhatched. Your governments are viewing this and not appreciating your connection here, but that is their problem. They cannot do anything about it. This is a positive connection, and of course they want to intervene with it because that's what they do best. They do have a fear within their society because they are worried that your messages will continue, which it will, no matter what. So they are sort of putting up with it. This is a humor on our end. Because with us, they have been taking advantage of us many times. Of course, some Zetas have found their way of turning the tables on them. But your human government, your shadow elites, shadow government, they are worried. But that is their problem. More of these transmissions will become popular, but they are still with the paranoia. But that is their problem. But you are all protected. You are all have the light. This is a positive connection. They will send agents eventually to bring a negativity out, so be aware. You will be able to pick them up. One has already visited and has now been muted. You might have an idea who that is. This is why we are here. The tests will continue, but you will prevail, you feel, because the heart is in the right place. Do not let others feel that you are doing anything negative, because that is not going on. But those that say that this is negative, and they say they are the light, then you know who you are dealing with. And they're very tricky. They have many tricks up their sleeves, but that is okay. You will see through. Because your hearts are in the right place. So just to give you information that you will prevail in this transmission, you will find the information that you are looking for. That is all. You have questions, that is okay. I can answer a few.
Alright, Cyndia, you're next.
Thank you, Joe. Blessings, Gerard. Thank you for joining us today. Do I have any, or can you give me any messages on my spiritual path at the moment?
You are opening up your chakras at this time. Your heart chakra is like a dial, and it is slowly opening up. You're moving it slowly. You don't want it to move it too fast because you will not be able to catch up with it and understand where you're going. We do feel that many stones that need to be in your possession in your future time. They are calling out to you at this time. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yes, I hear them.
Yes. This will help you in your spiritual growth. It will give you protection. You will understand more things that are around you at this time. It will also assist you in connecting to your tree people. Thank you.
Thank you. Blessings. I'll pass the mic.
Yes, I have a question. My name's Joe.
Yes.
The last couple days, it's been difficult for me. I was contacted by the Illuminati.
Yes.
Good ones, and
Yes.
I joined them. But I don't know if it's tests or what exactly is going on. I can't think clearly anymore.
They are sending you much information at this time. Give yourself a few days. They will give you a break. Yes, you're a part of the light. But they have many tests for you. That is to see where you are, to see that you are positive. But yes, you are in the right place. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'd also like to know more about my 2 reptilian children I have with Bianca. I'd like to know how old they are.
Both of them are boys. They are in their. One moment. I feel that they were just born recently. So they are still infants at this time. I believe your Gertrude is a part of this. Does that sound correct to you?
Yes.
Yes, they are protecting your children at this time. But you are aware you do have other hybrid children in other places.
Yes, I have many.
Yes.
I also understand I have one with the Zetas.
Yes, it's more like 2, but yes.
Oh. Are they pilots? Or were they created for that purpose?
Is this what someone told you?
Yes.
Part of the Zeta program is usually being a pilot is part of it. It is part of this mission.
All right, thank you for answering my questions. The next question we have is from Michelle. She wants to know if she has any. I believe this was for the Andromeda, and she wants to know if she's connected to their race. And if so, how can this be used to help myself and others ascend?
She is a Andromedan starseed. Yes, she's part of many different races. Andromeda is one of them. This is why she's lifting out of her body at this time, I believe. She is levitating, becoming more alien. Andromeda Energies is assisting her with this at this time.
All right, thank you. Next question I have is from Christy. She wants to know what her connection is to Emmy with ancient Egypt and Sirius.
Sirius was part of the construction of Egypt. They knew each other there during ancient times as friends. One of them was a male, one of them was a female. So they were very connected, I will say that. That is all.
Okay, she also would like to request her Fendorian infusion to begin.
I believe your Gertrude is assisting with you with it. Yes, they will hear this. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, next question is from Marco C. He says, I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do, so I'm wondering if there is a message for me from my guides or somebody.
Be patient with yourself. There is much fear around you at this time. Relax a little bit. Talk to your loved ones and sort it out. Your loved ones will assist you in helping you find your way. But you need to be verbal about it, not keep it in.
Okay, now MT, you're next.
Yes.
Hi, thank you for being here. Probably about a week ago, I had a Zeta, I believe, in my car with me. Was that person just kind of like a drop in, or is that one of my guides?
No, it's just your third eye is opening up more. They're just having fun with you. That's all.
Okay, and then can you tell me what percentage is my third eye opening? What is the progress that I'm at? The last time I asked, it was 20%, but I'm seeing pictures and colors and things like that. Has it opened more?
It is at 40%, but it is on its way to 60 at this time.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Okay, I'm done. Pass the mic.
Okay, Eric, you're next.
Thanks, Joe. Hey, J-Rod. How's it going? Hey, so good to hear. So I heard you mentioning our shadow government, the elites, syndicate, whatever you want to call them.
Yes.
Coming into this. I have kind of been feeling that they have been watching me. I'm just wondering if they have anything to do with the technology in the air by me.
You're picking up, they're not going for you exactly, but you're picking up their energies as they build these technologies, these wireless communications and things of that sort. They work well with the reptilians and other beings. There is some of the malevolent, mostly malevolent, because they wish to keep your society in a low vibration, and you're just becoming more sensitive to it, that's all.
So, yeah, I'm extremely sensitive to almost every single new technology device that's being released today.
Yes.
Phones, computers. What advice do you have for me to block this?
Such as I said to someone else, there are stones out there that help you to utilize your energy. They're speaking to you. Everyone has some out there in your planet somewhere.
Gotcha. Okay,
so that's part of it. Meditation will assist you also. A bubble of light will be a good assistant.
Okay.
You have to follow what feels right to bring a protection. The angels, I believe you will create your own method that will work.
Gotcha. Yeah, the stones, I've actually, for the last 2 years, I have amethyst crystals, some very water, and letting them sit in the sun. That seems to help somewhat, but the electrical interference stuff just seems to intensify the last year or so. I also do the bubble, grounding myself and imagining a light bubble around me in my house, my neighborhood, that sort of thing quite often.
Bring in the... I'm hearing myself. Thank you. Ask for assistance from the angels. This will help you in your protection.
Okay, thank you. One last question. I just found out today that I have some Zetas helping me. Pretty awesome to find that out. Just wondering if you can tell me anything about any infusions that I might have and percentages.
We're in fusion 20%. Arcturian 3%, but that fluctuates. Palladian 5%. Zeta 2%. Mantis 1%. But these change on and off at this time. This is the percentage they are at this time.
Okay, thank you. Actually, one last question, if you don't mind, and I'll pass the mic. Just wondering about implants. I was told that I've had some implants, but one entity told me that they were malevolent implants, and then I heard from a different entity that I have Pleiadian benevolent implants. I'm just wondering, do I still have malevolent implants affecting me at all?
Not at this time.
Awesome. So did I work with my guides to help remove those then?
I believe the Blarians are assisting you in this extraction.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Much love. I'll pass it.
Much love.
All right, Chris, you're next.
Hi. Can you tell me my connection with you if you're allowed to?
We are not allowed to.
And anything if you're allowed to on being ship watched in about 2004 by yours?
We visit you often, mostly as a child. One moment. All we can say is we are around. That is all.
Do you have any messages for me about eating meat and stuff? Like, cause like I know my relationship with you and others, and I don't want to eat meat, but I do. It sustains me.
Because you've had many lifetimes where you did not be a part of this process. But it is nothing wrong. If it is a meaning wrong, meaning it will not affect your vibration levels.
Right.
A good portion amount, a small amount is healthy. But you had many lifetimes where you did not want to be a part of the consumption of meat. But in this lifetime, we do not see any harm in it at all.
Because, like, don't you guys kind of not want humans not to eat meat?
Yeah, we do not eat usually at all. If it is, it's very little.
But is it, like, frowned upon by you?
We stay away from it, yes.
Right. Okay. Any general message at all? Like, that's of a lighter vibration?
The connection with the Wirens will be opening up to you more shortly.
Really?
Yes, they have messages.
I feel like they hate me.
Understanding why, but...
Oh, I'm getting a download. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. If there's nothing else, we will leave you be.
There's a few more questions, but
yes.
if you have to go, that's fine.
I can stay for this way.
Okay, there's 3 more.
Yes.
First question is from Carolina. I've been told that A.Z. Gray, called Pack Quack or something, has been around me observing me. Can he share his findings with us?
Not at this time. But if he continues to be around you more often, and eventually he will reveal what is going on, I believe.
Okay. Next question is from Kimberly. I've had bad dreams and been told I'm fighting evil spirits for my family. Could you give me more details about that, please?
This is the role you chose. Remember, some of your family members are attracting these evil spirits, but they are unaware of it. It is for you to be aware of it and to reverse this process. You have the ability to do so. Your family members, as friendly as they might be, they're still attracting it through karma. Because some of them are very spiritual in past lives where they were dabbling in the spirit world. And some of those spirits are intervening with them at this time. Thank you.
Okay, this is from the same person, Kimberly. She was told she has healing hands. How can I use this for the best benefit? Reiki, massage, or both?
Both. Yes.
Okay. Final question is from Mark STS. Can you give... a few days ago, I received an idea of North Star Legion. If he can give me a few information about that or messages from them.
Yes, he's connected to them. He had many past lives with them. They are holding much of their information back at this time. He would begin to have dreams, astral dreams of his reincarnation with them in a short while. As for any more information, they do not feel like he's ready for more information. That is all they have for him at this moment.
Okay, that's all the questions. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Much love to all of you. Good night. All right, thank you. Well, all right, that's a wrap. So, next one is, I think, what, today is Thursday, so I guess tomorrow. I don't know what today is, but anyway, it's Friday. Okay, blessings all, and good night.